unpack those movements now with Grant Nader from Benguela Global Fund Managers. Grant, thank you so much for your time this evening. How did the market react today, especially after the US Fed and the Bank of England held their interest rates steady?
Yeah, really impressive reaction. The market got very excited about it, and we saw it follow through from last night, where the US led the way with a very strong move. In South Africa this morning, we had the rand leading the way, good moves overnight. We saw the long end of the yield curve coming down as well in South Africa, which always portends well. And then we saw obviously precious metals leading the charge today. As the dollar weakened, we saw gold, platinum, palladium all catch a strong bid, up 5, 6, 7%, and the actual stocks up in the teens. So it's not something you see every day. The likes of Goldfields, Implats, Amplats up well over 10%. So the market really liked the news. We also saw strong moves out of financials, out of retailers, and others, but they were somewhat dwarfed by the precious metals. And if you take into account the fact that Naspers and Prosus were actually down on the day, it actually highlights how strong the move on the market was. So we would have been up close to 5% if those two had come to the party as well.
So almost all round a good day on the markets. If we look just to the interest rates and a decision from the Fed and the Bank of England, could this be reassuring for South Africans ahead of our SARB's announcement in January?
Yeah, I think we need to temper our expectations. I think it's positive in the sense that hikes are off the table. They have been for a while, but this probably confirms that, as the US Fed has said their hikes are done, barring some inflation shock. So I think we can see a similar thing. Our inflation is a bit higher than the US inflation, and our outlook for next year is that it comes down, but it's above the midpoint of the range. So we have to be a little cautious. Remember also, our central bank is a bit more of a follower, not a leader. But I think that our